About 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to...
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Bronk. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. Returning in from the 16. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check go.
Purdy throwing here to start. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
On target, it's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it! And the Eagles get to it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Chased out to his right. He'll wind up and heft it deep right. He's got it deep downfield. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go now.
On the counter, McCaffrey. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Got a man. McCaffrey has it. He picks up 15 on the play. And he brings up a San Francisco first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The 49ers get 6 points for themselves. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Moody knocks that extra point through, and they'll take the lead. To kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, Britton Covey. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They haven't caught him yet. And he does. Touchdown. Now the Eagles ready to attempt a 2-point conversion.
No touchdown.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Well, we certainly got an exciting opening to our half with that return. And a little more excitement as they go for 2, but they come up short.
Yeah, nice for this defense, after getting hit in the mouth on the return, to step up and rise to the occasion. Not the way that anybody on that side wanted to come out of the locker room, but denying them the 2 points at least stabilizes things a bit, and that gives our offense a chance to answer in a moment.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's Purdy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 22. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Set, go.
Play action now with Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a 49er first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
It looks like we can call it back 4 yards in the end. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
That call right there was all about setting up an easier 3rd down. Sure, he could have potentially gotten the first down, Kate, but now you've opened up your playbook on 3rd down that much more.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers facing a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco! Some good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
On is Moody for the extra point. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2. He's throwing for it. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. 1st and 10 from the 41. Hurts. Working the sideline. That's Goddard. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Ball at the 33 for first down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 29. He's got Devontae Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get some late points and the lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Now the Eagles will attempt another two-point conversion.
Tiger Swamp, 73.
Hurts now from the gun. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Okay, Brock, dialing up another two-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Falls short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. '17. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Purdy to throw it. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there. Looking for the back that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Now Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers take a slim 2-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He'll begin his return from the 11. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's on the move. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Moody knocks it through. And that grows the lead to 5.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Covey now to return this. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down. Now Hurts. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers almost took it all the way back. Oh, what a return down to the 5.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's brought down for a loss. 2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. Offense in the hurry up here. McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
It's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look for the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a lead, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became a being taste of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will be an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Yes, I have 0 doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. the fight y'all get in when you debate who the...
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39. Well, Brock, if the goal was to set the tone that you're going to be aggressive all game, I would say mission accomplished. But might be tough to connect on a lot of those against a defense that came ready to play.
Yeah, they were not caught off guard for a second, Kate. They know this offense likes to be aggressive, and dare I say, they may have been expecting that deep shot on the opening snap.
Oh, what a stiff arm!
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Could have been 7 if they'd tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Samuel now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First down throw by Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a quick punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Tight end motioning right. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. Hits the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers put 6 on their side of the board. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Gives Montgomery to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Finds a seam down the middle. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 from the 41. They go play action here. And finds Ayuk complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Yard gain. And that's a 49er first down.
I love throwing my first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out there.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Getting the fullback involved. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just pick it up a little bit before they stall him out.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 36. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now the 49ers will line up for a two-point conversion.
The 49ers will line up for the...
Purdy looking to throw. Flush down now to his left. And he gets into the end zone, so the choice to pass on a tie, a good one. That gives him a one-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Greg Reynolds to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. This our last play of the quarter. Putting a receiver in motion. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the 49ers will take over at the start of the next quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. We've got a close one here. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Purdy on first down. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
They've run this 12-yard hot route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. And this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers looking to add to their advantage.
Put some points on the scoreboard.
2 Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. '49ers to the line. Here comes another 2-point attempt.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Toss to the right side. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Reynolds with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's going to push. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jair Brown.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and peak the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition. No omission.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Well, that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Play action, now Purdy. That is caught, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Young. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Young, he's going to change it up.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Green Jack. Set, go.
To throw is Young, operating from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
10 cycles.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Ready.
That one complete to the get. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Looking to throw, Young. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go.
Young now. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
97. Ready.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Now 2nd and 9.
52 plus.
2nd and 9 at the Niners 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, Young. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A 7-yard loss brings up
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Let's go.
Young to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Striker, 3, shovel, 38. Hut.
To throw, Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they...
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Shot. 17. Set. Blaster. 6. Set. Cut.
Following the interception, Young. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Here we go.
Young's going to throw for this. Flushed out right. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, you know, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they can have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They go play action here. Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Purdy. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Purdy looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got him. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Ready. Ultra. Ready.
Young to throw it. And that is incomplete here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's go now. Fight.
Now Young going to move him around.
Set.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Yellow, mega.
Young to throw on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Throwing here, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A third quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Young will set to throw. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here we go. White. Set.
4th down, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 38 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all
that's how I be happening. It's for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracked, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. All I wanted was a couple mil, make the city proud. Put it on for them, come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the Paranoia, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling. Code 304, she don't want a 16. Renegade on up, make it. Buy a trees, no love, I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random needs. The sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the Paranoia, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Broken me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter. See